This program is brought to you by the James S. Holloway Foundation, supporting business development through a combination of international outreach and community initiatives, and the Ted and Ann Warner
James and
Foundation,
Ann
innovating community.
Alfred
and listeners that are like you. You're welcome.
Hey everyone, welcome to Counterpoint. I'm Ben Bulmer, and we've got your co-host on here, Jasper Davidoff.
Good evening, folks. Tonight we're going to drop some hot takes up in this house.
Yeah, you got that right. So, as you know on the show, we take the news of the day, the points, the counterpoints, we analyze them, we take them apart. You know, and we've got a letter actually in from one of our devoted listeners. Could you read the letter for me, Jasper?
Yeah, for sure. Here we go, Ben. All right, here it is.
Oh yeah, I can feel that paper crinkling, can't you?
Hell yeah!
All right.
Okay, now here's the letter. Dear Counterpoint.
Point.
No, it says, I know that.
All right, okay.
But I'm just communicating what the spelling is.
Great, okay, that's fine.
I want to make sure you understand. No.
Yeah, no, I
agree
with
know
that.
how to pronounce the name of our show.
Oh my god. I agree with you, okay?
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to start the letter over now.
Yeah, that's good. Please do. Thank you.
Dear Counterpoint. That's spelled
okay,
counter.
Counterpoint.
C-O-U.
Maybe it's French. Maybe it's French.
R-E-P-O-N-T.
Okay.
In the NATO alphabet.
No, I don't want this. Just read the letter.
All right.
Please. Thank you. That's fine.
Dear Counterpoint. I am worried about GMOs. GMOs. I don't...
It says GMOs.
The last time
it's
you attacked me
this
for the way that I pronounce...
I'm reading the letter, okay? Dear Counterpoint, SIC, I am worried about GMOs and their effect on society. Could you please discuss this on our show? All right.
You did a great job.
You're welcome. All right. So we're gonna have a little point and a little counterpoint, discussing genetically modified organisms and their effect on society. We're gonna go to you first, Jasper. You want to make an initial point on this?
All right. Now here is my point.
Okay.
So, when we're talking about GMOs, So there's really going to be three things.
Okay. Yeah.
That we're going to have to consider.
But okay, if we're gonna take it from that angle, if we're gonna look at it from that, I think we should really. When you're thinking about GMOs, it's really important that we take into consideration.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay, yeah.
I see that you're trying to provide a counterpoint here.
Yeah.
But you didn't let me list my three things. So
okay,
let me go into it.
Okay,
so when we're
Yeah.
When
yeah.
when we're considering GMOs, there's three things that I think I really just think that we're going to have to consider. Three things, right?
Right.
And it's just
okay.
it's simple because when you consider these,
there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors at play with that. Like,
of course,
with the inclusion of, because GMOs, there needs to be more of there needs to be less.
Okay.
It's really, that's the real, like, the hot button issue here is that, how do I say this? I think that there's enough of, give me a second. When we take into consideration the fact that when you're out in the fields, when you're out with the farmers, when you're out with the industry, there's a real increase. There's a real kind of, in combination, those factors make it.
No, I feel that. I really do, and I feel the effect of the factors, and I feel them. I feel them with my emotions.
Right, and
I feel them with my gut.
I think that emotional point is totally totally valid emotional point that you're giving there. But that's not all we should look at. I think it's a much more expansive issue than you're making it seem like when you categorize it that way. I think.
No. Okay. So that's fair. So let's make it less. So let's make it less expansive.
Yeah. I think that's the right word.
That's the right
situation.
call, and that's how we're going to resolve this point and this counterpoint.
Yeah. Up top. Oh, let's do that again. Yeah. That's right. So, yeah. All right. I think we really dealt with it. Richie from where'd he live in? Was it North Dakota?
I remember because I tried to read the letter, and then what I saw when I read the letter was Richie's name.
Okay.
Which was Richie.
Okay. No return address?
No, there was a return address because what I saw was the name.
Right.
And then there was this return address.
All right, great. So thanks for doing our first counterpoint and our first point, and I thought we dished out those arguments. If I do say so myself.
And what I like about this show is that it's really about the point.
It's about the issues
and the counterpoint.
It's about the issues.
It's about grammar.
Yeah. So we're gonna open up another letter. I'm gonna let's see. We've got another letter in our desk of letters. We've got another letter in our desk of letters. Here we go. So we're gonna. What's this one's from? Susan K. From Palm Springs, Canada. So what do you think about this one?
All right. Well, what I like about this letter is it's frank.
Oh,
it's legible. It's got.
This opinion isn't valid. Let's put that one away.
You know what? That letter was garbage.
Yeah.
That was the worst letter I've ever read in my entire life.
Here's the real takeaway, I think, is that when you're looking at points and counterpoints, I think some opinions aren't valid.
Right, because what you've got
when you think about it, let's actually discuss that. Some opinions aren't valid. Sure. Do you think that's true?
No, and here's what I think about that.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that in this case, we've got to be specific.
Right. Specificity is key.
Specificity is like
well, unless you consider there are some instances where when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, the real nit and the grit, as we used to call it back at my high school. I was bullied a lot. When you get down to the nitty gritty of it, sure. you specificity isn't always the real issue. But yeah, let's speak on that.
I think you're totally right about that because there's specificity, and when I think about specificity, I think. But I don't know, and that's the
right.
That's the point because when you know, then you're specific. Wait.
What?
And there it is because when you know, then you think about the facts, and the facts are where you start to get into opinions, and that I think is the real counterpoint here.
Yeah, that's actually I think that's totally. That's the real. We've gotten to the core argument of the issue is whether or not you can support that, right?
Of course.
And I think, of course, if we consider the work of those before us, and we look at what they've done with this, it's really all centers upon because when you look at the matter of opinion itself, and when you get down to the foundation of why we have an opinion. I think that's really about it's about who we are as humans. You get my feel?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think you're going too far.
Okay.
And here's why I think you're going too far because when you look, you just have to because if you don't, then you're totally wrong.
Yeah.
Just totally wrong.
Yeah, that's a lot to think about, and that's something that's definitely had...
No, it's not!
Had a personal impact on me.
It's
Can
not.
you stop?
You
Can
know-
you stop minimalizing?
No, I
this,
can't. Sometimes I go into dog parks and I don't even have a dog, and I just like to lick the other dogs.
What? What? I do too. I do too. He just left. He just left the recording studio. I don't. I know a lot of people say they care about me. You know, but because they say they care about me, and then when it's bingo night down at the Grand Hotel, you know, I don't get any calls, okay? And it's hard playing bingo on your own. It's hard. Yeah, my cat died too. And I was playing bingo alone at my house. And I was about to get a bingo, and I looked over and Mr. Phyllis was dead. Yeah. And I think, and I had another long day of writing points and writing counterpoints, and I couldn't think about it. Yeah, I need to figure a lot of things out. And then Jasper showed up at my house because I hadn't showed up to the studio that day, and he got all mad at me because apparently I can't leave bingo boards over my house and a dead cat on the floor. Like, apparently that's weird when you do that. And so he didn't like make me pick up the bingo boards, but like, I mean, he double bagged the cat, and now I can't even look at Mr. Phyllis's body when I'm playing bingo. Because no one would invite me to bingo night, but now that he's not here, there, who's gonna tell me to put away the bingo boards and the dead cat? I don't know. I mean, you think it's a true business partner is not something you really lose. I thought I wouldn't lose Mr. Phyllis. I won the game of bingo. Oh, hey. Are you okay?
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I owe you an apology.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I threw a stool at you when you asked me to pick up all the bingo boards off the floor and my dead cat. I'm sorry about that.
You still think this is about the bingo boards and your cat?
What's it about, Jasper? What's it about?
Okay. Well, I've got a confession. It wasn't your cat.
What? What do you?
Here's the thing. Is that I don't argue with you.
That wasn't Mr. Phyllis.
The benefit of the listeners.
What was it? What was that cat on my
I
floor?
don't argue with you for the advancement of public discourse.
Gracious.
Ben, I argue with you here on this show.
Point, counterpoint. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right. But here's the point, right? I don't argue with you to get paid. I don't argue with you for any of those reasons.
All right.
I argue with you because I hate you.
What?
No, listen, shut up. So when I heard that you were gonna do the bingo thing again, I thought this is a perfect opportunity to show Ben how much I hate him.
Wait, were you at bingo night that night? You were the one. You told them not to invite me to bingo
Ben,
night.
That cat was not your cat. Your cat has been dead for weeks.
What are you
That
talking
cat
about?
Was a beaver that had recently passed away from type 2 diabetes.
What are you talking? You took advantage of my crippling astigmatism? What?
Ben, I didn't take advantage of you.
You put a beaver on my floor and misled me to think that it was Mr.
What
Phillips.
I wanted to do was murder your cat and eat it.
You cat cannibal, what the? Why would you do such a thing?
It's not cannibalism if it's not your own species.
Oh, what? No.
Ben, calm down.
All these years, you said you were my business partner. We did the points and the counterpoints, and you take advantage of my crippling astigmatism to put a fake beaver on the floor and pretend
it was a real
it's my cat.
beaver.
It's okay, a fake cat.
No, the cat was real too. I ate it.
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry about that. It seems like we're going to have to make some adjustments to the format of the show. And I hope you don't mind, but here's what we're going to do. Let's start over. Let's bring in the theme music. Dun 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 dun. This is Point. Hi, I'm Jasper. Let's open a letter from our drawer of letters. Let's see. All right, here's one. Hello, Ben and nope. Well, can't do that one because it's outdated. Okay, here I'll just do a point myself because it's whatever. We just got the show's got to go on. So here's the point. Here's the subject. The subject is oh my god.
I know everything. My wife told me everything. How dare you sleep with Linda?
No, listen. You've got it all wrong.
No, you listen. Linda and I made solemn vows of marriage 25 years ago, and you've broken them. You've torn them to shreds.
No, that's what you think. But I didn't break your vows. I broke my vows.
You're married?
No, with Linda. I supplanted what you think are your vows on that fateful night in 1985.
My wedding? You were at my wedding? You married Linda at my wedding?
Yeah. Yes. Because while you were making your vows, we were making our own vows. When you were eating your wedding cake, we were eating my wedding cake. We even had a honeymoon in your basement.
Wasn't taking.
When your guests bought you wedding gifts, they were from my Lowe's registry!
No!
Your marriage is my life!
No! How can this be?
I'm even pregnant with your child!
But Jeremy is 18!
And he's still inside of me! When it comes to payday, polygamy pays! How dare you!
Well, if you consider the point from a different angle...
That's ridiculous!
Oh, God, get off
me! What is wrong with you? No, there are 3 things I have to say about
No, but if you try to articulate that from the other side...
No, you have to understand
Counterpoint.
that the theory of logic makes it so this is ridiculous!
I can't... Because when you consider the issue of GMOs...
GMOs are full of crap!
No!
And you're full of crap!
Get off me! Get off me!
No.
Oh, God!
The organization of my argument is in 2 separate places, and both of the places are that you're dead to me! Oh, God. No, you're not. You can't. No, please. No, I can't go back to jail. No. Oh my, what have I done? This is terrible. I can't believe this. What have I done? Linda, you can't be in here. Linda, put that thing down. None of us want this to end like this.
We're gonna start out with you, Frank. What's your opinion? Let's.
My name is Frank now.
What did it start out as?
Jasper.
Did I call you Frank?
Yeah.
I think I've done this.